Hey everyone, it's Saturday, December 23rd, 2017, and it's time to go to work on music. It's been a very good day. I'm in a good place and excited for a productive session as usual. A little late to the session today, so I'm actually going to skip out on the online class front. I just spent that time on other things, so I'm going to take the loss and just let it sting a little bit so that I get back on track as soon as possible. Going to dive into a quick drum practice here, update you guys with what I'm doing there. Going to dive into the production front, listen back to the bridge section drum takes I did a couple days ago, make sure those are in a good spot. Listen back to the bridge to third chorus fill that I was working on 2 days ago and see where that is, possibly do some more takes of that, and then just start sketching out the third chorus drum parts. Take a break, dive back into the production front, start working on the new tune, and finalize the chorus section harmonically and instrumentally, and then move forward with the second verse. Appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. Let me know if you have any thoughts as we go. Let's get it. All right, overall positive first half of the day. Jumped into a quick drum practice. That was actually very good. Just pushing my limits with my bass drum speed and coordination. Using the stick control book, I bumped everything up to 70 beats per minute. Did exercise number 23 and 24 on page 15. Right hand lead for 20, left hand lead for 20. And yeah, that's definitely not perfect yet, but I noticed that as I went through each rep, I did improve, kind of figuring out what works, figuring out what doesn't, working on staying relaxed, all that stuff. And doing hard stuff really well takes time. Like you're not always going to do it perfectly the first time, and that's just, it's important to accept that. And I think part of success, or what can help with success, is like being willing to suck at something for a while and just accepting, like, okay, I'm not going to be good right away, and that's okay. I'm not going to let that discourage me. I'm just going to keep doing it, problem solve, figure out what's not working, improve that, improve this thing. Oh great, I'm good at it. It's like, that day is out there in front of you. So that was good. Listen back to the drum takes from the last couple sections, and they were okay. The problem with the bridge section is, like, the groove part was really good, and then the fill at the end was just not good. So I thought about editing it, but I really, really don't want to do that. I would just much rather sit down and do 50 more takes than edit some frickin' MIDI. So that's what I did. I just sat down and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do this. And I just did a bunch of takes on it. Stuck to my process, executed on it, counted, put the emotion in it, used my posture system, like trying to keep good form, like tried just counting it, just threw everything I had at the track to try to make it work. And I'll listen back tomorrow, see if it's any good. I might give it a couple days. Tomorrow I might go in and just work on that fill, try to get that locked in. But yeah, I think it's just, when you get those tough sections or those days where it's just like you're not hitting it for whatever reason, even though you're doing everything you can, like sometimes you don't have control over that, sometimes your body is just like not going to do what you want it to do, or sometimes your mental game is off or something like that. So I'm just going to give it a couple days, rest up, and keep hitting it till it's perfect. So going to take a break right now and jump back in a moment. All right, excellent second half of the day. I jumped into the production front and just started hitting it hard on the chorus section of this new tune. And what I did is I had recorded a couple scratch takes for two different types of key changes to the chorus, and so I sang over them, and they were okay. They were okay. But one of them I really wasn't feeling, so I went back to my demo key changes that I just like recorded on my iPad, just like me playing the guitar through the key changes so I could sing over them and kind of get the vibe. Sang through a bunch of them, and really only two sort of stood out as good candidates, and one of them just, I think, gave the emotional push without anything too weird in the key change, because there's a time and a place for weird, but this just, I didn't want weird emotionally here. I wanted it to be a really powerful chorus, and for that, like, to have anything super strange emotionally going on, it doesn't make you feel like, that's kind of like what I'm going for. It's like the whole message of the song is like I want it all, so I want to just like reach out and grab everything I possibly can, just like that feeling of almost like maniacal desire or something like that. And I guess having some dissonance in there is fine, but the way it worked out actually was good because the key change itself is not too drastic, but it's a good energy lift because without the key change it was just too flat and nothing really punched. Um, so with this key change, I'm going up from the 1 to the 5, but it's a minor key, so that's already sort of like a little bit weird. But then I'm hitting a couple notes that gives it like this Phrygian vibe, and then there's like a sharp 4 in there also. So it's not in any of the chords right now, but it's in the bass line. So that gives it definitely like a strange sort of flavor, and almost I think that kind of maniacal flavor that I was talking about. So it's kind of a weird place to go emotionally, honestly, but I think it's important to embody that for the song and to get that message in there. So yeah, I'll say that I'm so far pleased with the way it turned out. So I did like a ton of work on that, just testing, trying to figure out what was going to work, what wasn't working, what I liked, what I didn't like. Did some scratch takes for what the new chorus might sound like, just super rough. And I'll listen back tomorrow and sing over it and see if that's the direction that I want to go, or maybe I'll wait a couple days. I'm doing a half day tomorrow, or sorry, Christmas, but more on that in a sec. And yeah, I think what I might do is just go through all 12 keys with all the key changes and just like just try to pick the best one. I just want to make sure that this is the route that I want to go, and I'm totally down to put in the time to make it perfect. So the last track, the key change in the chorus was just like insanely perfect. So this one has got to stand up to that. So that was really good, and that was pretty much everything right there. I improvised on it a little bit, started really feeling the tune a little bit, which was exciting. So that's a good sign. I'm taking tomorrow off for Christmas Eve. I'm going to spend some time with family and just be sort of normal for a day. And then I'm getting up early on Christmas, gonna grind on Christmas. I know that sounds crazy, but that's just where we are right now. And it's just the way the schedule worked out so that I can get the work in that I want to get in this week. And yeah, so I'm going to get up early Christmas morning, get a half day in, and then go spend some time with family in the evening. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys are out there grinding towards your goals, enjoying the process. That's what I'm out here doing. And I won't see you guys tomorrow, but I will see you on Christmas Day for more. And I can't wait. Till then.